Get ready for the Cleveland Cavaliers! Introducing CLEchay!
Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back, and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back, and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. I got my throwback Harden in my Mitchell jerseys, and the shades on my face is official. Sherby, sweet Tim's on the feet, complete the retro swag. Come and get up out your seats and scream, let's go Cavs. The game started, step back, 3-point shot from James Harden. Traded for Garland, that's a straight bargain. The Flames lit they label James a straight arson. He hit the main target like Merrill in the corner. Kick it to the kid, if you not there then you's a goner. Mitch is on a mission, ain't no fair in this persona. Champagne tastes great when you wearing this aroma. We tryna get a ring like a chick went on a date. Sticking to the dream, it's a big one on the way. Tyson got a green beam, know he making this. Devin Mobley is the bee's knees, elbows facing wrist. Patient with the ball, he letting shoulder go to work. Then he roll it to the goal and then he know to go berserk. At the hoop, alley-oop, he just threw the hammer down like he worked in construction, watching you just stand around. Let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. I got my throwback Harden in my Mitchell jerseys, and the shades on my face is official. Sherby, sweet Tim's on the feet, complete the retro swag. Come and get up out your seats and scream, let's go Cavs. Got Kenny on the bench, he cooking up the plays. Switching it to zone, he shook it up today. Going for the throne, we looking up the grades. Trying to be the best team, not just good enough to place. Couldn't pump the brakes, space of play is hard to handle. Stu suit, so much flame, it sparked the candle. D-Mitch been so sick, he crossed his sandals. Opposition bit that so quick, they lost the enamel. Now y'all's examples, now you see what Kobe Altman did. No, we holding trophy golden, so we all can split. Wait is open, I'm for sure it's gonna be falling in a swift, quick strip from Ellison. It's our ball again. We ball to win, you know Allen rock the shock absorbers. A scary glance at Larry Nance and stop your power forwards. Time to trying to grab the board and then kick out the porter. Thomas Bryant there to let them know when they get out of order. Let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them. Hey, let them. Hey, let them. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. Welcome into Cavaliers Talk, man. We got to talk about this, man. Shout out to you and you. Shout out to everybody on the playback. Shout out to Cavs Nation. Shout out to the Ops. Shout out to the Pistons. Shout out to the Ops. Do me a favor and push that like button, though.
Come on. Push the button. Come on. Push the button.
What are you doing?
I'm just playing along. Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Come on. Push the button. Come on.
Don't be afraid to hit that like button, man. But yo, Wiley was good, man. Shout out to my Ohio guys, man. Shout out to my Cleveland guys. Wiley, I'm disappointed in you, man. Shout out to Wiley, man. Shout out to Wiley. He said, why you lie now? The season is not over yet. Wiley, I'm disappointed in you, bro. I really am, man. I gotta hit you with the shame button, bro.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I'm disappointed in you, Wally. Come on, man. You a Cavs fan, bro. What we doing, man? You can't be hoping the Cavs fail, man. I know you have your opinion. I already know how you feel about the team. But look, man, it only been one game. I also have been went live too, man. I just been dropping videos instead. But nah, man. You funny for that, man. You very funny. But shout out to Wally, man. Wally's a good guy, man. He's a good dude. Shout out to Wally, man. You know, shout out to you, bro. No, I understand, man. I understand. Um, where my button at?
You know what I'm saying? So you're not disrespecting me. You just kicking facts. Oh, you kicking your opinion? No, yes. Listen. I said that from the beginning. Listen, Charlotte. Is that an opinion or is that a fact? I would think it's a fact. Opinion. No, ain't no goddamn fact. These are all opinions.
That's your opinion, though, man. But let me move along, man. Shout out to Wiley. Shout out to Humble. You said Cavs love the GOAT. Yeah, shout out to Humble, man. Make sure y'all tap on Humble, man. He got some work over there on his channel. MMA. If y'all into the MMA stuff. You said Harden been in his bag. Oh yeah, Harden. Yeah, Harden definitely been in his bag. He's been in the wrong bag, but yeah, man. Shout out to James, man. He'll be better, man. He'll be better. Yeah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to my guy Mike Sports Vibes, man. Shout out to Mike, man. Sixers fan, man. Shout out to the ops. Shout out to the Sixers. Y'all check my guy Mike over there, man. He cover everything Philly, except for football, man. But yeah, hey, Mike, y'all looking shaky over there, man. I don't know, man. Look, I got y'all losing too. It's a good story, y'all beat the Celtics and everything. Y'all deserve to win. But them Knicks, man, them Knicks is something else, man. There's only one game, so never overreact. Look, never overreact over one game. The series is not won in game one. So, personally, I think the Knicks, going to beat y'all. But and the whole Embiid thing, bro, that's crazy. That's part of my reason too, because I wasn't sure about Embiid health. Like, I can't trust Embiid. I'm sorry, bro. But shout out to you, Mike. Shout out to Mike. 6 and 6 or 7. Hey, man. Hey, wishful thinking, man. Look, man. If you think so, man, I ain't gonna, rain on your parade, bro. It could be that. You never know, man. You never know.
Ooh. Come on, my nigga.
Hey, man, you never know, though, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna rain on your parade, man. Shout out to Mike, man. You said for what? You said James Harden is back. Yeah, he's back. Yeah. Yeah, he's back, man. James Harden is back. He's back. Thoughts okay, passing. He looked more like a leader, more than Mitchell. Yeah, Cade is out. Cade did not have like a great shooting night, but Cade was out there still finding ways to be effective. I expect Cade to be better, but he still found ways to be effective and drop the ball off and stuff, even on defense. I mean, he's offense and defensively. Cade was active, you know what I'm saying? But I thought, Dean was, solid. But yeah, Cade. I mean, Cade is a dog, bro. And that's crazy because Cade did not have a great game. But Mitchell, if we talking about Mitchell, man, he has to be better. Obviously, we haven't got that Mitchell. We haven't got the Mitchell that I'm, accustomed to seeing, man. I'm still waiting for that Donovan Mitchell. I'm waiting for Spider to show up. Spider haven't showed up yet, man. But yeah, like I said, Cade, not a good shooting night, but he helped that team, along with Jalen Duren, beat the Cavs in game 1. Jarrett Allen, get rid of him. Then it's simple. Yeah, I know you don't like Jarrett Allen, bro. I know. Man, I know you don't like JA, man. Hey, I'm gonna talk about JA. Salute to Joe. Salute to Joseph, man. Y'all tap in with Joseph, man. Shout out to Joseph, man. Y'all tap in with him on the real, over on his platform. Go Sixers. Yeah, all love, Mike. All love, my guy. Hey, keep hope alive, though, man. Keep hope alive. But let me. I was reading the comments. Well, let me get into this, and I might drop the link if anybody wanna tap in. If you have anything to say on the game, I might drop the link. But let me not be too long with this, right? So yeah, let me not be too long with this, man. Let's talk about the game for a little bit, man. Man. So Detroit, they beat the Cavs 111 to 101. After both teams, obviously played game 7s. But it's no excuse for the Cavs. No excuse. They lost this game, even though they at the end they had a chance, right? And I like that we had a chance, but we just didn't execute down the stretch, man. My thing is I don't want to overreact over one game, but it is concerns. Jalen Duren, who was struggling last series, I mean, he didn't wow you with his scoring, but his physical play and rebounding, the guy I think had 12 rebounds. He had more rebounds than both your starting bigs combined. Allen had about 3, and Mobley had about 9 rebounds. And obviously, that has to be better. And to be fair, Allen did get into foul trouble. We gotta say that, right? So he had to sit. He only played about 18 minutes. Ultimately, guys like Cade, we just talked about Cade. He didn't go off like that. Credit to D Wade. But, Cade, he missed some easy shots, but he still, got to the line for 11 free throws. He had times where he was taking the smaller guys, taking them, and he did it 3 times in a row on that, that possession after possession. He was dumping it off to, I think it was Jalen Duren, because he knew Mobley was going to help off. Because, Mobley was playing safety out there too. They had him on Asar Thompson and stuff. But the role players showed up for Detroit. Their defense was their offense. And, I just knew JB Bickerstaff. I just knew he was going to play former Cavaliers, Javonte Green, and Cass LeVert. I just knew I was going to get a Cass LeVert sighting. I just knew it. Shout out to Karras, man. I knew it was coming though, man. But looking at the team stats though, Detroit physical defense turned the Cavs over 20 times, and that led to 31 points. Looking at the free throws, Detroit, they doubled the Cavs. They had about 35. Detroit, I felt like had control for most of this game, especially when Jarrett Allen had to sit for the foul trouble. I think that really impacted the game, in my opinion. And Cavs, they made runs. They made a late run with Harden as well, but it was just too late. Too late. James Harden, he got going late after the Duncan Robinson altercation. He started to turn up for a little bit, and he was getting to the lane with his left hand floaters and draw fouls. He even had one on Asar for the 3. And Duncan Robinson, Duncan Robinson, bro, you're not tough. You're not that guy, bro.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy. Okay.
Let me play the clip real quick, man. Duncan Robinson, I get it though. It's playoff basketball.
James Harden taking exception.
Game 1, already fireworks. 8-0 Detroit run.
We talked about the three-point shooting of Duncan Robinson, but multiple times here tonight, he has put the ball on the floor, got in the paint, showing some passion. A little.
Yeah, man. So like, look, I have no problem, with you flexing. But yeah, don't get in my guy Harden face, man. Look, I know you seen him, man. He gonna like, try to bump my mans, But Harden, I ain't gonna lie, Harden, he's not going for none of that. Like, Harden not playing with y'all. He was not backing down for Jalen Duren either. Like, he been on that type of timing, man. He was not backing down for Jalen Duren at all.
These niggas, yeah, Drake, the nigga that got bodied by Pusha T.
Well, yeah, he wasn't backing down with Jalen Duren, man. But Harden, he been on timing, man. Since that Toronto series with Scotty Barnes and R. Barrett, like he been on timing. I like it, but I just need him to be better though on the floor, though. That's it, man. But transitioning to James Harden. James Harden turnovers, man. It was rough, yo. Yo, James, let me holler at you, bro. Let me holler at you, man.
Listen here, man. You got my name out here bad, bro. For real. The GOAT is off the table. The GOAT is off the table. Like, for real, yo. The GOAT is off the table. What was the young boy named down there in Charlotte? He's a really good player. Y'all got to stop with this GOAT stuff.
You got me out here looking bad, man. Come on, James. Like, look, bro. The regular season, I was giving you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? I was giving you a lot of credit. Like, he's the best guard in the East. Like, we got the best backcourt. But now, like, man, the GOAT is off the table, bro. Like, you know what? You have to game yourself now, man. You're not better than D-Wade, man. I got to take my flowers back, man. But James Harden, he had over 40 turnovers in his playoffs. It's been trending since the Toronto series. You turned the ball over way too much. You had 7 turnovers this game. Yeah, you went on a little run, but you didn't play great. You didn't play your best. Your turnovers is like one of the reasons we lost this game. K was all over you. Detroit had about 30, 31 points off of turnovers alone. I believe, you had to protect the ball, right, to have a chance. You had to protect the ball because, I don't want to make this, about Harden, but Harden, you're part of the reason why we lost this game, man. Definitely one of the main reasons. Because like, the team as a whole failed to protect the ball, but Harden, you definitely didn't protect the ball. It's like looking at James, he's not killing no one, with his quickness consistently no more. We do not have Houston James Harden, right? Just not Harden from a couple years ago. This is a 37-year-old man. This is 37 years old Cleveland Cavaliers James Harden. But we made the trade for you. I just need you to be better, man. Let me just play this clip of James Harden just talking about the turnovers.
Or you could try to live with them. Do you think these turnovers are something that are correctable?
Yep. 1,000,000%.
What do you think?
Some of them are, like Don just said, you look within first, and you look at my turnovers, and a lot of them were just on me and nothing they did. So, and which led to I don't even know how many transition points they had, but it was way too many. And I mean, if I had to put my print on one thing on the game, that's the game right there. I mean, how many points they had in transition? Off our turnovers?
20.
There you
31.
go. That's the game. Like, it's nothing else. Like we talked about last year, you get a shot on glass, even half of that, and it's a different ball game. So, for me, I got to be better, and I will be better turning the basketball over. From turning the basketball over, getting shots up, and then it gives our defense a chance to get back and get set.
Yeah, man. You're not gonna win a game like that. Wiley said I'll wait until the season end. I mean, look, I already know your stance, but Wiley, I already told you you've been wrong a few times, man. And the Cavs are still playing. You know, we still playing playoff basketball. You said James step up. Yeah, he got to. Yeah, he got to step up. I know. You know, it's old James Harden, man. We need everybody. We need Mobley. Need other guys to step up. But James definitely. He's controlling the ball. He said, "Huh? You say he was better than D Wade? Nah. I ain't say he was better than D. Look, Harden. Look what you doing, man. Come on, Harden. You know you got me out here looking bad, man. Nah, I didn't say he was better than D Wade. But that's you know, some people made that a thing. You know, it been some talks about James Harden, you know, being better than D Wade, but nah, D Wade is better than Harden. But it has been like a conversation before, man. But nah, he's definitely not better, especially what I saw, man.
Come on, man. You got my name out here crazy, man. I'm up here saying you the new GOAT. You got me looking bad, man. My expert, they ready to take my expert pen, man.
Look, man, see what you doing, James? They ready to take my basketball card away, man. Come on. Mike thinking I'm saying you better than D Wade. You got me out here looking bad, James. You got to look, step up, bro. That's all it is. Just step up. Shout out to Sporting Page, man. Y'all go subscribe to the Sporting Page. Historian. He said James James Harden strikes again. Yeah, man. They warned me, man. People was warning me about Harden, man. I already know about Harden, but you know, he got to be better though. It's the playoffs. He got to be better, man. But let me go towards let me transition to Donovan Mitchell, man. In this whole free throw thing, man. Let me just play this real quick for y'all. Give me 2 seconds.
Throws. You only had 2 attempts tonight, and I know that there was a big free throw disparity between the two teams, but why do you think individually you are not getting to the free throw line as much as you had during the regular season?
I want to separate this from the game. It says the free throw disparity is not why we lost tonight. I want to make sure I say that, but I don't know. I'm trying to get downhill, and a friend of mine got fined for talking about flop, so I'm not going to try to double down. But I mean, like, I feel like that's what I got to do at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get downhill, trying to get to the bucket, and sometimes my people are in my way, and I'm trying to fight through contact, and I'm not getting these calls. You said I had, what, like 13 in the last series? Like 14, 16? I mean, I'm just not getting the calls. I don't know why. I don't flop. Maybe that's why. And this isn't just a tonight thing. This has been the entire series, and it's frustrating a little bit, but because I'm such a dynamic driver, right? Like, but I can't control that. So if I'm not going to call for me, I got to find a way to finish through that. But you know me, I'm never one to sit here and complain, and that's not why we lost the game tonight or whatever. But at some point in time, I feel like me getting to the basket's got to relate to something. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man. I think he's talking about Jaylen Brown, about the whole flop and the foul thing. But yeah, I think he's definitely talking about Jaylen Brown. He don't want to get fined. But yeah, that's not why you lost, man. I mean, turnovers and not executing late, and Detroit being able just to close it out. They them playing, you know, good defense and getting on the glass. Yeah, that's why you lost the game. And like I said, Jarrett Allen, but Donovan Mitchell, you my guy. You had some cool buckets in this game, man. But I need you, you know, to be better. You got to be better. Our backcourt got to be better, and you know, got to be better than what you're showing me. This loss is on you as well as the leader. This on Kenny. But I agree, you know, with Mitchell. I feel like the guy, you know, a guy like Spider who shoot threes, but he also slashes and absorbs contact the way he does. He should be getting a whistle because I see a lot of clowns who get whistles just for breathing on them. So yeah, I kind of agree with him with that, man. But you know, you have to be aggressive. You know, if you're aggressive, you know, you're gonna, you know, get the call. And if you don't get the call, you just gotta play through the whistle. Play through it. Play through it if you don't get the whistle. Just play through it, man. It's playoff basketball. And I think it was one play he scored over Duncan. I think that could have been a call, but it is what it is. Hopefully, you know, we get the whistle. But moving on to Jarrett Allen, right? Speaking of, you know, one of the reasons, Jarrett Allen, you know, foul trouble. Um, Jarrett Allen, you another one, man. Let me play. I gotta play it, man.
Listen here, man. You got my name out here bad, bro. For real. The GOAT is off the table. The GOAT is off the table. Like, for real, yo. The GOAT is off the
Look, man, I was out here, JA, giving you your flowers. Look, man. You another one, man. You got me out here looking bad, man. I made a video about you coming for JB staff. Now I gotta delete it. I gotta delete the video now, man. I feel bad. I gotta delete the video. I gotta delete the video, man. You just went crazy last game, and now we back to, I just built computers, Jarrett Allen. You had 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 fouls. Now, to be fair, he was in foul trouble. That's what it comes down to. He was in foul trouble, but sheesh, bro, I was looking at the box score, 8 minutes and 3 rebounds. Isaiah Stewart got you that in 13. But all jokes aside, though, man, I think when Jarrett Allen did sit, I think that did shift the game. Because Jarrett Allen and having Mobley out there, it definitely was helping. But yeah, I think once he got to foul trouble, that gave Detroit more ammo to go on a run like they did, man. So I won't kill Jarrett Allen like Wiley, of course, would like, because Wiley have his agenda. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna go in on my guy JA, man. It is what it is. But you said James Harden wants to go home and sleep. He probably do want to go home and sleep. He's tired, man. The guy is playing the most minutes out of everybody, I think. He probably is tired, man. But hey, no time to be tired, man. You 1 series away. You're 4 wins away from the conference finals. So you just gotta be better, You said Adam Silver should find Mitch Thomas, quit making excuses. Yeah, man. Yeah, he just gotta be better, man. Even though, there are players that, you can't even breathe on. I mean, yeah, but Donovan, you just gotta, be better, play through it, be more aggressive, man, and eventually you will get rewarded for your getting to the line. So hopefully it starts to get better. He has been lacking on the free throws and getting to the getting the foul calls and getting to the line though. Pretty much 10 of his 19 shots were 27 feet away from the basket. Yeah, 10 of his 19 shots. Yeah. We know Don like to chuck it up. He said James Softon. You know what, bro? I can't. I had nothing to say. I can't say, oh, watch your mouth. Nah, I don't. Look, that's cool, man. I mean, look, James got to be better, man. James Salt. That's funny.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, you didn't have to say it, man. But yeah. Yeah, Sporting Page said Jarrett Allen saved the Cavs season and hardhead Mitchell rewarded with 4 shots. Yeah, man. Jarrett Allen, yeah, he did Cavs season, after that last game. But that yeah, him getting into, foul trouble, man, that impacted the Cavs. And you have to feed your big man. You have to, get your bigs involved, always. And a guy like Jarrett Allen, he can be so good for your team, and get into the rim and, pick and roll. Like, you just gotta feed your big man. big number 31 hard our team, man. Man, shout out to them, man. The two cats are hard in the movie. Hey, shout out to Bruce, man. What's good, Bruce? Shout out to Bruce, man. My guy, Bruce. Man, he didn't call the guy. He said the two cats are hard in the movie. Oh, man. They not dogs, they cats. Shout out to Bruce, though. Game 2 is a must win for the Cavs. Yeah. If the Cavs lose, I'm not gonna panic. Yeah, no. I say yeah and no. But if they lose, I'm not gonna panic. I think the Cavs have to close this out in 6. I wouldn't let it go longer than that. So they have to win one on the road. That's all. Man, Bruce, I already knew he was gonna come with it, man. Yeah, you know the jokes, man. He says, "Yeah, younger Barry, bro." Man, them turnovers, Bruce. It's just no. Let me put this on the screen real quick, man. His turnovers, man. Look, it's not just him. Look, it's on Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has to be better. Evan Mobley got to be better. Those are two guys that we should be leaning on. But as far as James Harden taking, control of the ball and handling it, he has to be better, man. He did give us a spark though. He tried, but he has to be better. He hasn't been good with the ball, man. I'm not looking for Houston James Harden. It's not that. It's not there. But just controlling the ball. He knows that, man. He acknowledged why, Shout out to Good Times, man. He said James was wild with the ball in the first of the game. Yeah, man. It's like James, he just like, Detroit defense, get credit to Detroit defense, but him just, sometimes dribbling in guys or, Detroit defense just making him cough it up. K was over him, all over him too, man. I know James said, in the post game, like they didn't do anything to make me turn the ball over. Like it's nothing they did. That's James. That's what he said. He said while he laughing, he said no DG. Hey, look, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it right now, Joe. I got you right now, man. Because I'm pretty much done. I'm chatting right now. I'm pretty much done. What I was saying. I got you right now, man. 1 second. It's right there, Joe. I dropped it, man. You said no DG. What, Wally? You feel like we need DG, Wally? You said welcome everyone. That's no. Shout out to Humble. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get going here, man. I know I ain't been live in like months, so I'm trying to get back in the rhythm of things, being live again. Man, I usually just do videos and call it a day, but I'm trying to get back into the being live, trying to knock the rust off, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I try to chop it up with y'all guys over here also, man. I know I ain't pop out in a while, man. But it's all good though. Trying to get back into the groove. Wally said we need DG. Wow. So Wally, you missed DG? I thought you no, I know. You know what, Wally? I know you say you don't like the old guys, but so you want DG back. You miss DG. So you saying that the Cavs shouldn't have traded Darius Garland for James Harden? Is that what you're saying? I just wanna. I'm just trying to make sure. He said you're gonna get the orange special now, a little cherry blueberry turnovers. Hey, Bruce. This is what we signed up for, man. I can't be mad. I'm not even mad. We lost. I'm not even mad. It's only one game, but this is what we signed up for, man. But I felt like them turnovers, man. It definitely because they was turning defense into offense. Like they was getting out and scoring off of his turnovers, and they had about 30-something points off the turnovers. So and the Cavs had 20 in total. He said yes. Wow. So you feel like, hey Joseph, it's in there, Joe. You feel like you feel like DG. You feel like we should never have traded DG, bro. Wow. Hey, Wiley, man. Hold up. Where my button at?
Move this man!
It's like, nah, Wiley, hey, Wiley, you my boy, man. But nah, man, we had to trade DG. But nah, that's your opinion. Why you feel like that though? Yeah, why you feel like that? Why you feel like they shouldn't have traded DG for Harden? I mean, bro, we in the second round. Still some games to be played, man. Definitely. And some people were saying, Harden, he got saved by in Game 7 because Game 7 Harden, but he got saved by the performance of Jarrett Allen and stuff. You say you made my day. You gonna allow you to go? Shout out to Humble, man. Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I was thinking about. I wasn't gonna go live at first, man. But I was gonna drop a video. But yeah, I wanted to. I changed my mind. I said, let me hop on and see if the guys tap in with me. I know Joe ain't doing no live, so I said, let me see if the guys, what they talking about. He said, which button you gonna press for your backcourt to play better? You want another button? Bruce, where is it at? To play better? Which button you gonna press for your backcourt to play better? Where the button at, man? Let's see. I see you, Joe. I'm about to let you in now. But where the button at? I got this one right here. Where's it at?
Please.
Come on, my nigga. You supposed to be nicer than this. Like, ain't you tired of niggas shuffling?
I got this one, man.
Can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Okay? I don't care who you play, whether it's a high school team, a junior college team, a college team. You ain't gonna beat anybody I just talked about. Anybody. All right? And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. That's inexcusable. Inexcusable. Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
So you want to talk about playoffs? Look, man. Let me let Joseph in, man. But look, it's only game one.
We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Let me ask Joe, man. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in, Joseph. Let me give you a round of applause.
I appreciate you having me up here. I got I was wondering where I was going to start. I was listening to you talk. Yeah, no, you made a lot of great points. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Good to see you, Bruce, Wiley, Humble. Everybody that usually pulls up here. You know, everybody's talking about James Harden today and the turnovers, and I've been talking about that on my show. This guy, he's just a walking turnover right now. Like you said, I think 40 turnovers probably in 8 games. I mean, that's terrible. But I got a serious problem, I think, for me with the coach and the star player. Because yeah, I can get on James Harden and, don't turn the ball over, but you said two things about James Harden. Number one, he's playing a lot of minutes. And the second thing is when you watch James Harden, especially yesterday, he picks his spots now. He's not what he used to be. Right. He looks slow sometimes. He looks old sometimes. He doesn't look like he has just the 48-minute the 48-minute energy he used to have. He don't look like it anymore. And now he could still be a point guard, and obviously being a good point guard is not turning the ball over. But, I just think with him, he's not what he used to be, but we're putting him in a position where he has to be what he used to be. And that's not fair to him, and that doesn't help the team either because you get the results you've gotten. I got to look at Donovan Mitchell. This guy, 23 points per game in the postseason on 44%, 34% from three, 83% from the free throw line, whatever. 22 turnovers for himself, and along with 22 personal fouls. This guy, they went out and traded James Harden because that's who he wanted. They went out and fired JB Bickerstaff because that's who he didn't want as their coach anymore. They've done everything for this guy. They've catered to him, and I think sometimes he gets a big pass, I think, from the local media that he shouldn't get. I think everybody acts like, well, we're just glad he chose us. We're glad he re-signed here. We're glad we have a superstar here. Or I don't know if I'd say superstar, but I would say star player. Because my version of a superstar may be a little different than everybody else. I'm maybe a little more higher standard with who I would classify as a superstar. But I think everybody wants we treat this guy like he's, and yeah, he is the best player to the franchise, but he hasn't really earned that yet, in my opinion, because he doesn't produce when it matters most. Like he hasn't, he didn't produce last year. He didn't produce. He's never gotten out of the second round of his career. And this guy's not helping out James Harden right now, but he had no problem last night letting James sit up there and take all the heat for the turnover sitting next to him. And then he wants to sit up there and complain about the referee. And this is the same guy. Whenever stuff goes south in the beginning of the season, all of a sudden you start seeing stuff in the media. Hey, Donovan may want to out. Donovan may not re-sign. The Cavs better do something to please him to re-sign. Well, maybe the Cavs should start discussing. Is this guy even worth re-signing? Because we know the kind of player he is and what he could do for the regular season, and you'll win a lot of games. And he's a star. He's obviously marketable, and it's hard. You want that in your market, especially a place like Cleveland. But if you're not getting past the second round and you've literally maxed out this team to build around this guy, if he doesn't show up and produce, it's on him. Like, and Kenny, I say him and Kenny because Kenny, I feel like Donovan's a very passive leader. I don't see him really getting in guys. I don't really see him, leading the team or rising up to the occasion a lot of time. Like Jarrett Allen was the guy that actually, Jarrett Allen takes a lot of crap, obviously. And some of it was, rightfully so in the postseason. People said he was soft, didn't show up. This guy, hey, you know what? This guy in Game 7, he rose to the occasion and he got it done. And he played his ass off. And he was a monster down low. They could not stop him. And without Jarrett Allen playing like that, we wouldn't be playing last night. Point blank, period. So, I just look at Donovan Mitchell. He just hasn't risen to the occasion yet. Even yesterday, as bad as James Harden played through 3 quarters, at least in the fourth quarter, he got him back in the game. They got in his face, and him and Duncan Robinson and Jalen Duren got into it. And after that, you know what he did? He started taking over the game a little bit. He can only do it in spurts. He just can't sustain it because he's 36 years old still. He's still a very high level effective player. He's had to kind of redesign his game a little bit. I think be more of a passer, obviously, as a point guard for his age, especially what he can and can't do anymore. But Donovan Mitchell has got to be the guy to just take over. He's just got to be the killer. I just don't see the killer right now. We could sit and talk about Mobley, we could talk about Jarrett Allen, we could talk about James Harden, we could talk about Dean Wade, we could talk about whoever. But I look at the coach, who's I think strikes me as very passive as a leader. Some of the comments he's made through the media, like after Game 6, when they lost to Toronto, he's up there talking about, the players just didn't go out and execute it. It's just like, that wasn't a great comment to make. Now, yes, they won Game 7, but I've shared on my show a couple months leading up to the postseason, and we've talked about it. There was some moments where Kenny was, subliminally taking shots at the team, saying the effort wasn't there defensively, and he was right. But the fact he just strikes me as a very passive guy, and I think Donovan's a very passive guy. So I think when your top two guys are both passive, and they're not alpha leaders, they're not very confrontational, in a good way where you need that. Actually, you need to have a healthy team. I mean, and to really achieve so. Like, I think that's why you get the results you get. And so, am I overreacting last night? No, because it's Game 1. They just played 48 hours prior in a Game 7 at night. So, I think their game planning is probably not up to par where it needs to be yet. But I think last night was just straight because the Pistons played too Game 7. So, I think last night was just straight heart and leadership and just our will versus yours. That's all it was. It was just energy, and it was just making plays, And I think the Cavs just, Donovan's got to step up. Again, you're the guy that you cannot lose a JB. If he loses this series to JB Bickerstaff and plays like he's playing, he's going to have a long road ahead of him. I can tell you that right now. I expect Jarrett Allen obviously to start playing better. I think, I'll give him a pass for Game 1 because he balled his ass out 48 hours prior to must-win Game 7, obviously, and he got in foul trouble early. But we shouldn't be relying on Jarrett Allen. Last night was a perfect opportunity for Donovan to go out there in that fourth quarter. I mean, James Harden set it up for him. As bad as they played through 3 quarters, they were right there. Tie ball game, and Donovan just couldn't go out there and deliver. Like, you can't give me 5 minutes, bro, 4 or 5 minutes to win the game. Like, who? I mean, really, and Ahmad Thompson was in foul trouble for most of the game. I mean, he was getting after him. And it's like, and then he wants to complain after the game. And then he lets James sit up there and take the heat for the turnovers and not he doesn't take zero accountability when he's turning the ball over too. Yeah, he doesn't turn as much over as James, but he's still turning the ball over. He's still shooting like crap. He's not very efficient right now. And defensively, his effort at times has been kind of trash. So I got to look at the two guys at the top. And I don't mean for the long-winded rant, but, I look at those two.
Nah, you good, man. Yeah, it always starts with your leader and your best player, man, and your head coach. Donovan has to be better. I think that this was one of his more better games. If we judging by the last couple of games we've seen him going to Toronto with, he came out strong against Toronto in that first 2 games, and he just had a drop off. But this game, obviously, he has to be better. James did try to give the team a spark. And get to the basket a couple times. James did get to the line. So Donovan had to be better in all, that aspects. And right now JB's up 1-0 on Kenny Atkinson. That's all I can say about that. JB up 1-0 on you, Kenny. So Kenny definitely had to be better and with his rotations as well and bringing guys back, a little earlier and stuff like that. But, let me get Humble in and see what Humble got to say. What's good, Humble?
Hey, Joe. Hey, Tune. It's good to be on Tune's podcast. It's been a really long time, so let's just get that out of the way. Had to tear off the Band-Aid, things like that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, I'll be honest with you. I think we're really being hard on Cleveland. I think it was Game 1. Like I said in the comment section, I'm from Believe Land. I don't know about anyone else, but, I honestly... I don't know what this playoffs has been. I've seen a lot of refs call. It's hard to get momentum when you get a whistle every freaking 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, every 5 possessions. And it's just, it slows down the game. I think Duncan Robinson needs to a reality check, bumping into Harden. Cause dude, you'll never be the player, James Harden was. I think anyone could agree on that. A lot of these new guys are disrespecting, the veterans, and I get it. It's playoff basketball, but bro, know your role, man. Like, Yeah, I get it. You were going off, but bro, it's game one. You just keep that same energy when you come back home and when we're in Cleveland. Um, and I think a lot of guys are giving up too easily. You got guys like Wally that are undercover Cavs fans. You know, they're intruding our belief. You know, they're scratching some things up on our disc, and it disrupts Cavs Nation fans. And I think that a lot of these guys are forgetting who we got out there. We got Evan Mobley. You know, we got a whole depth in our bench back there. And I finally saw Kenny Hughes and Keon, and it was cool to see that a little bit. And I think Keon wants to be out there, but it's hard for him to be out there when he's not getting any minutes. And you know, I think Kenny needs to utilize him. And I'm not worried at all. I figured we'd lose game one. It's whatever, man. These games are closer and closer. You know, with each series proceeding. And I say, you know, I think we're gonna get game two. I think we're gonna come out and it's gonna be a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my god, I always was believing in Cleveland. Well, guys, it's a playoffs, man. People are gonna get one game. Someone's gonna get game two. You know what I mean? This is the playoffs. I believe in this Cavaliers team. I know you guys do too. It's just it's hard to see that when it's so gray and it's so unbeautiful outside, man. It's so you just guys look at it from that perspective, guys. We got those guys, man. Just believe in your hearts, man.
Just to piggyback off the Keon Ellis thing, I think, yeah, I know you talked about him on Joseph's stream or on his platform. I think we might see a little more Keon Ellis because the Sam Merrill injury. I don't know what's
Right.
on with that, so we might see a little more Keon Ellis out there. And I think he did do an okay job as far as defending. I know he had 1-3, and I think that's about it. But yeah, I think we might see a little more Keon Ellis out there in this series.
And you respected what he brought out there last night.
Yeah,
the little minutes he provided.
Yeah, he just came, like you said, he haven't played, so this is like his first game back in the rotation.
Right. And I will say one thing too that was really making me scratch my head. Thomas Bryant. I saw a lot of sloppy turnovers. I mean, he couldn't catch the ball. I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. These UFC guys are getting beat up and you can't catch a basketball. You know what I mean? I look at it from that perspective, man. You got to be better, man. You know what I mean? This isn't the 80s. These guys aren't taking drugs. They're this is great. What's the word I'm looking for? They're trained, man, to their top performance. And I got a lot of old heads talking about, man, this generation soft. Well, Thomas Bryant, just catch the ball, man. Just catch the ball, man. It's hard, man.
He was only out. Yeah, he's out. He got out there early because Jarrett Allen foul trouble too. I want to read his comment by Bruce. Bruce said, JB Bigstad knows all the weaknesses of the Cavs players because they have not improved. It's the same mistakes led by Donna Kant and James Quitten.
Not true, Bruce. And you know it. Not true.
Jarrett Allen need 30 or something. But you tell me he only dropped 30 versus Blazers.
Well, it was the Blazers. What was that during the?
Actually, I think he dropped 40.
Well, can I say something too? What's so impressive that a lot of people are always going to say that's impressive about that game? Well, Jarrett Allen doesn't shoot any threes. That's what makes it so impressive, in my opinion.
Dr. J.
Yeah.
Dr. J. Yeah, man. Hey, Wally, man. Wally, pull up, man. You come all the way to the season, though, so you could be like, oh, I was right. I already know what Wally game plan is, but it's not working, man. Bruce said Duncan Robinson went to the finals before James Quitten, though.
What are you talking about? Harden was on the Thunder. He went to the finals.
Yeah, Harden did get to the finals on the Thunder.
Come on, brother.
Bruce said, well said, Humble, but the players don't believe in the team like you do.
No, I know that, Bruce. That's true. That's true. You got undercover like Wally, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. It's only game one, Bruce.
He said, "To you, move, Dr. J." Hey, Joe, you still there, Joseph?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, but what you think, man? I don't know. It's only game one, so I'm not overthinking or hitting the panic button.
Here's how I'm not. I agree with that. I mean, it's only game one. I'll tell you, I expect them to win game two.
Yeah.
But I look at trends, and I just look at the trend of Donovan Mitchell right now, and I don't like where it's trending because he hasn't shown me otherwise yet. You know, this guy so far this postseason, you had Evan Mobley's mom retweet something that made him look at a negative light, and then the person in the thing that she retweeted was you had a former Cavalier champion literally questioning whether you're number one or not. And this guy, you think he'd be pissed off? You know what I mean? Like, give me the ball. I'm gonna go out and show you guys. And I just haven't seen that. I haven't seen. All I've seen is complaining, and after the game yesterday, and just yeah, we won game 7, cool, but this we expected you to win round 1. Now it's time for you to. This is where you have to. This is the round he's never gotten by, and so it's only one game. But if I'm saying all this to say, he has to come out tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night they play?
I think so. Right. Well, I mean, I think it's tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night. He has to come out tomorrow night, and from the jump, I want to see a virtuoso for 48 minutes, and I want to see you carry this team to a win and really set the tone. Because if he doesn't do that, they're not going to win this series. Because like I said, we're asking James Harden. Yeah, he needs to cut down the turnovers. That's obvious. But we're also asking him. I think he's playing a little too many minutes, and I think we're putting a little too much on his plate that he's just not capable of doing anymore. And so I think that's where Donovan's got to be able to. This is the team you wanted. You got everything you want. You're going to get the coach that you wanted out of here. What are you going to do about it? And he better ring the bell, because if he doesn't, I thought Bruce made a comment a couple minutes ago saying that he said the players don't believe in the team like you do. I kind of see where Bruce is coming from a little bit. I'm not going to lie. I just, again, I don't know if they believe internally all together. I said on my show, I didn't have a big problem with it. I actually liked it with Dennis Schroeder getting on Donovan Mitchell, but I don't mind it. I actually like it. I think he's just being a good vet. I played the Udonis Haslam thing with Shaq, but there's one thing Udonis Haslam never had to tell Shaq, which was to give effort. It was just more stop your little hunt over because I know you went out. You know what I mean? But do you think one of D Wade's teammates ever challenged him to go out and give effort? No. Do you think anybody ever challenged LeBron even to go out and give effort? Well, none, because
which version of LeBron are we talking about?
Now, some of them might have been a little afraid because they knew they were going to get traded. They challenged him. But anyway, maybe that's a bad example there. But Kobe Bryant, for instance, look at all the 2 guards, right? Even undersized guys. You think anybody ever challenged Isaiah Thomas in the pit? In the hell no. You think anybody ever challenged Allen Iverson? No. So about effort, you think any of their teammates ever did that to them in the middle of a game? Hell no. So it's like I just like Donovan. It's like, dude, what are you doing? This is your time to shine. This is where you elevate yourself and your legacy. And it's just so far through 8 games, he's just been kind of, he's just there. He's scoring points but I don't remember a game where that game 7 will always go down as a Jarrett Allen game. There hasn't been a game so far this postseason. I'm like, man, that was a Donovan Mitchell game.
I'll agree with that. That's good. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I just don't like where it's trending. And I look at I didn't look at his numbers for the postseason until today, before I got on your show, and I'm just like, yeah, yikes. I see Ivory's getting on Harden today, and I get it, the turnovers, but it's like anybody.
Well, it's so easy to get on Harden, but he was the only one performing for us.
What's missing is accountability. There's no accountability right now with the top, and if you don't have accountability with Donovan Mitchell, I mean, what are we doing here?
I think he needs Coco. I think Coco needs to be in attendance.
I think Coco.
Worry about Coco.
I think Coco needs him too. I mean, they even each other out. I mean, that's a beautiful couple, by the way. I mean, All jokes aside, I mean they're a
saw
power
that.
couple.
Yeah, saw she was in attendance, hyping them up. He said Donna Kent not going to do his head is not in basketball right now. You call him Donna Kent. Come on, Don. You got Bruce out here disrespecting you again, man. And Bruce was taking it easy on you, Donovan. He said there are some players that they do not have the clutch gene. Donna Kent does not even have the transfer. Oh my goodness. All right, man. I had no what Joseph said. Look, I had no pushback. I can't say anything, bro. I have no pushback because Donovan hasn't been the Donovan I'm used to seeing. He hasn't been Spider. I can't even say Spider because he hasn't been playing like Spider.
I think it's also just been a really bad. I mean, I don't know where these refs are being picked up by from the NBA, but I'm telling you, all these calls were ridiculous. I mean, I've never seen so many whistles in a playoff game. Let them work for a point. I mean, that's what I'm a believer in that.
Well,
but
you got it's the playoffs. You know, you just gotta play. Like even when Duran was challenging the bigs. Duran put gave Allen that foul. Like you physical, you be aggressive. You gonna.
I get that.
You know, eventually get the ball.
It's just so hard to get momentum when it just feels like there's a foul every 20 seconds, man. It just, I don't know. It's just not the same. Maybe I'm just used to LeBron sweeping these Toronto and the Pistons. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just that.
And you remember, two things could be true. Like, yeah, the refs may be terrible, which I've seen a lot of bad calls too. Not just our games, all the games really.
It's been terrible.
But it's also the postseason, and as you're a star player, you got to expect that. You got to know how to elevate around that. You got to still show up in spite of. And like you said, well, LeBron here, you know how many missed calls that LeBron has gotten in his career because how big he is, locomotive going down all the time. Shaq, same thing. I mean, it was a walking foul with Shaq, but you still have to find a way to elevate and be effective and contribute. And it's not just scoring. And that's why the Dennis thing bothered me, because it's like, we're asking you to get back on defense. Like, I have high schoolers that I know, if they did that, they're asked to be on the bench. And some of these guys are rising stars in themselves in their own, obviously they're high school, but still, it's like, that's a basic thing. And where, again, you would never see that happen to other star players in the past we've seen. Even guys today, well, their teammates are getting on them like that where everybody could see it. And it's just like, Donovan, I don't know what's going on with him. It just seems like something's off. I don't know, because I don't. And again, he hasn't been like, it's not like he's been like terrible, but we hold him to a standard, rightfully so. We know what he's capable of doing. But I'm not seeing. It just seems like something's off. I don't know what it is. It just seems like I don't know. I don't see that just dialed in, just killer mentality.
And it's not like he's hurt like last year.
No, he's not hurt. He's healthy. He's conditioned all off season to get in better shape because he knows he want to be better than he was last year. He's not hurt.
No, he's not hurt, and that's the biggest thing I was going to give you. I mean, he's not hurt. That's why it's making it so confusing.
Right, and it just makes you want. And I didn't really want to bring this up, but I think it's just worked. Maybe, and I don't want to overreact. Actually, I'm not gonna. Here's what I'll say: the Mobley thing I thought was interesting. The Mobley's mom, I thought it was something. Now, I'm not gonna overreact to that and say, hey, they're not gonna win because there's internal discourse and blah blah blah. But I thought that was kind of odd, because she should know better. You know who your last name is, and you knew it was gonna go viral like it did. And then also, it's like, if they don't win and Donovan keeps playing like this, again, it just seems like something's a little off. So people are going to question that. That's just what people do. That's our instincts as human beings. But again, he has a chance tomorrow night to go out on the road and lay the wood down. And he should. I want to see him. And I told you guys this on my show. I want to see him go out and play in this postseason, play the best game he's ever played, because the East is wide open.
It pretty much is, man.
No Boston. I mean, that's huge.
You just have to get through the Knicks, who I think will win that series, in my opinion. But it's right there. It's right there. It's right there, man. The Cavs could beat Detroit, man. Yeah, it's just one game. Credit to Detroit though. Their defense really was effective. They have to Donovan has to be better, regardless of the whole, regardless of the the mom thing. I mean, you lose, bro. This is going on. Your name gonna be slandered. You and James gonna be slandered. So it's gonna be another uncomfortable conversation. And at that point, then I'm like, is it even worth keeping Harden or Donovan on his team? You got you got the highest payroll, so it's just like,
yeah, that's like I watched Harden last night. I'm like, I don't think he's worth the money he's gonna be asking.
Yeah,
he's on the other side of the hill. That's very clear. So it's like if they could find a way to, which is fine. He's still a very effective player, but it's like, man, if I have a hard time just getting on him though, because it's like I expect the star player to deliver. The guy who's supposed to be the franchise guy, he's supposed to take the heat off of him, and like, I got it. This is and you should want that. James Harden, he's Robin. You know what I mean? Batman is supposed to take over.
Well, I think Mobley has to. We also have to get Mobley more going, because Mobley should be the second best player. It shouldn't be Harden. Harden is there as your crutch, but it should be Mobley also being more effective as well. And Mobley has done good, going to the last round. But I need Mobley to be more involved. I need our bigs to be more involved.
I want to see Mobley be a little more aggressive defensively. Like, I think he's kind of got beat up a little bit some games these postseason. I don't like that. I think he needs to do more of that. He needs to play defensive player of the year. And I want to. I think on. Yeah, I think on that end is where he could step up. I think that's where he needs to step up and just get back to being what he's capable of doing. Offensively, like I've always said, he could be a little more aggressive, but I just think the way this roster is constructed and the way they run their offense, sometimes there's a lot of nights the ball ain't gonna be coming his direction, because you got two guards that are high level ball usage, obviously. So some nights they're gonna be there, some nights they won't. But defensively is where he needs to, I think, just be more of an anchor.
Wiley said, I think he's hurt. I think he's talking about Donovan.
Nah, he ain't hurt.
Bruce said you guys not going to overreact, but I think the Cavs have no chance to win the series. It's going to be 4-1. Interesting.
I did predict on my show whoever wins the series is going to win in 5.
You said 5? Okay.
I just think whoever's going to win the series, they're going to exploit something of the other team, and that's just because the margin. You're in the semifinals now. It's like last year we played Indiana. It's like they exploited something on us that we just were not prepared for. And, the margin of error is so thin now, the deeper you go in the playoffs. I just think, they're two different styles of teams. So somebody's going to get over on somebody, I think.
Yeah, we got to see who wins. We know defense wins championships, but Cavs got to be,
Yeah. Like yesterday, it was straight physicality, competitiveness, and pushing the ball in transition, which has been an issue for the Cavs when they turn the ball over. Just effort, really. That's all it was.
Bruce said Cavs cannot beat Pistons because you have a big poodle and Mobley, and he should be the best player, but he's a teddy bear. So Mobley is a teddy bear. He's a poodle, so that's why we're not gonna be able to beat the Pistons.
I understand that.
Seems to be a common theme in that locker room.
I just don't understand how where all these bandwagon Pistons fans have came out of nowhere. I mean, we had the first seed, was it last year? Well, we had none of this fan support or none of these bandwagons coming out talking about, Cleveland. I just think it's crazy how everyone's always putting the narrative on Cleveland that we're just this trash organization unless we have LeBron. I just think it's crazy.
I mean, I don't think this is really about the organization has done a hell of a job turning this team back. I mean, everybody thought when LeBron left they'd never be good again. Here they are. But my biggest issue is on the people that you paid to deliver. Like, Dan Gilbert can't go out there and play for him. Kobe Altman can't go out there and play for him. Kobe Altman did everything Donovan Mitchell wanted him to do.
And we wouldn't want Dan Gilbert out there.
No, but I mean, the front office and the ownership, they've done a hell of a job. I think they've done a phenomenal job. But it's on these guys that get paid. And again, they fired JB Bickerstaff because they said, Kenny, we believe in you.
Yeah.
Hey, we traded, what we had for you, Donovan. We wanted to pay you to keep you around. You guys got to deliver.
My argument with this would be this, Joe, and I want you to be very blunt with me. With firing JB. Now I know Kenny was with those Warriors for a while, right? Is there, when I break it down like this, and I know we're not talking about players, but we're talking play calls. Do you think that with the Warriors going down 3-1 with the Thunder back in the day, is there any margin for error that we can make, or do you think that the Cavs can capitalize on having that type of coaching that we can maybe let a couple games be we can lose a couple games and come back knowing that we have that type of coaching? Is that why we hired Kenny, type of thing?
Well, he wasn't there when they were down 3-1 to Thunder.
No, I know, but I'm saying we coming back from that organization.
Using that logic,
Well, I know. Here's why people were excited when they hired Kenny, because they saw the development he did in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He overachieved there. And I thought he kind of got the raw deal when he got fired. It was just 2-star players that didn't like him, so they ran him out of there. But he went to Golden State and was the top assistant, and they won a championship. And we all know, obviously, Cavs fans, that was our rival. We hated them, but their culture and style of basketball at that time, was flawless. I mean, they were really good defensively always. The effort and energy, the culture was always there. And the ball movement was phenomenal. They had that offense. It was kind of, Steve Kerr brought kind of that corner set offense that Rick Adelman invented back in the early 2000s with the Kings there, where you utilize the bigs more as playmakers, screening out the ball, it's great for, you have when you have a great backcourt with great guards, it gets 7, open shots and opportunities and one-on-one to go downhill. And so I think when we brought Kenny in, it was like, hey, we can keep the same defensive culture that he had, that he's been a part of. Because even like those Brooklyn teams, they were always really good defensively. They were just great and grind defensively. And then, he'll bring that offensive system in that kind of fits what we have. We had two, we got a dynamic backcourt, and we got a big and Mobley who can be a little bit of everything. And and we have shooting, and we have a big and Jarrett Allen who doesn't need the ball in his hand to be effective. So I think that's why when they looked at it, it's like Kenny made a lot of sense. But what did they have? Like I'm watching last night's game, and how many times do I see 5 out with James Harden at the top, dribble, or Donovan Mitchell, dribble, and it's just like this is the same stuff we did with JB, and we were better defensively with JB, and it's just like I just look at Kenny sometimes, and I'm like, where's the real impact of why we hired this guy? Because a lot of it was supposed to be more offensively and just making adjustments and all that, got everybody involved and elevating everybody. Mobley has not really elevated to the level everybody knows he's capable of doing since Kenny's been here, and they revert back to just one-on-one and hoisting like they did with JB, and it's just like I don't see the Kenny effect yet in the postseason when it matters most.
Yeah. I don't have nothing to say about Kenny, man. I was wanted Kenny to get hired there. I know he's talked about improving Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley took a step back, this season.
And it's like you watched some of those lineups yesterday when Mitchell's out and Harden's playing. He looks a little tired, but he's the only guy out there that can create his own shot. That's where you have to have an offensive system. With cutting and ball movement, the Pistons, even the Raptors, they both those teams, they move the ball really well. Sometimes better than the Cavs. A lot of times they move the ball better than the Cavs. And it's just that's where you have to get other guys involved, is by having a system in place. And I feel like sometimes I watch the Cavs, I just don't see a system. I just see one-on-one and pick and roll. And I'm like, yeah, that's great if you have LeBron in his prime with the shooters around him, but we don't have that. So why are we playing like that?
Yeah, we had LeBron, man. LeBron with
yeah, that's the LeBron system. Clear out, pick and roll, shooters, that kind of. But it's like, but hell, even the Cavs ran more actions than Kenny Atkinson with LeBron there.
You replace Don with LeBron, man. I think LeBron. It's just different monsters. and LeBron's a bigger player.
But I think Ty Lue was more abrasive, confrontational. And
Yeah,
Ty
Ty Lue
Lue,
definitely barked a little bit. Yeah.
and when Ty Lue was in Cleveland, I'm not gonna speak for the Clippers. Ty Lue, when Ty Lue was in Cleveland with that roster, he did a hell of a job in the postseason every year. You know, the only time they lost when they ran into a team that was just an all-time team.
Well,
But
that's the only time.
But Ty Lue did a hell of a job, and I remember like Toronto's coach those years we played. It was Dwayne Casey. He said, "Man, we used to run that one action on them, that Ty Lue and Ty was Ty Lue. Him and LeBron and Kyrie getting together and kind of putting together the plays and they could not stop them. They just could not stop them. And Ty Lue did a hell of a job. I don't see that with Kenny right now, and I don't see Donovan elevating his teammates.
Yeah, he got to, because if this is like, trying to compare, but if this is LeBron, man, LeBron is coming out the next game. He's gonna will it.
Love or hate the guy, he's gonna come out and at least give you a great game.
Yeah, he's gonna
at least give you 25. He's gonna give you. He probably wants to give you a triple double.
No matter who's not showing up.
Yeah, he's still giving you a triple double, and at least 25, maybe 30, at least. So, like Kyrie. Hey, when Kyrie was here, I never questioned Kyrie showing up in a big game. Guy always showed up. He was giving you at least 25, and he was
Kyrie was phenomenal,
and he was a killer in the big games. That's what I'm saying. Like, I never questioned him. You know what I mean? And those guys, they had some dogs on that team too. And I just right now, man, I think we had some guys on the bench like Dennis Schroeder's trying to set an edge. I like Ellis get more involved. I don't mind them playing Thomas Bryant a little bit, maybe not heavy minutes, but
yeah, he can't be out there for long. They is gonna yeah.
No, and I can get on James for the turnovers, but hey, James at least showed up when he got it with homeboy with Duncan. He responded and didn't back down. But I didn't see any of his teammates right next to him. I that are out there. Like, I don't see Donovan trying to get in the mix. Now he didn't. He did.
We saw last. We saw last series though. They was getting into it with Toronto. We saw last series.
Yeah, he did it in Game 7 when the game was over. But I need you to do it. You got that clip still, Michael Jordan, where he said, "Remember he's sitting there swinging the baseball bat in the locker."
Yeah.
Play that clip and listen to what he really said.
Yeah, I got the clip uploaded, man. But I gotta get the clip.
Oh, you don't have it no more?
No, I got it.
But you remember what he said though?
Yeah.
He said it's real easy to talk trash when you're up.
Yeah, let the score be 0-0.
When it's 0-0, when you're down, that's a sign of a good man, right? And I want to see Donovan right now. He's down a little bit. I want to see him rise up and just become a killer, because I know he's capable of it.
Yeah, everybody know what we've seen it. Like, that's why it's like a little.
That's why New York wanted him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a killer. He could score the ball. We've seen him drop 50. We've seen him do this in the playoffs. Like, that's why it's just like, it's frustrating. Like, we seen him do it last year. We seen him do it in the Orlando Magic series, that tough series. So it's like, I don't know.
I just wonder if the pressure right now is mounting on him, because he sees what we see. They all see it. The East is wide open, and all eyes are on them this year. And you've had Charles Barkley question you recently. You've had two Cavs.
I'm fine with that, Joe. I don't want. I would rather Charles take back his pick. I don't think I think he changed his pick. He don't have the Cavs going to the final.
No, I'm not talking about the pick. I'm talking about, remember when he said they're too nice of guys. You've had You've had Barkley make statements recently. You've had two Cavs champions, Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye.
Always going at the Cavs.
You've had him say. You've had Frye say something recently. You've had a lot of people come at you and question you.
Yeah, well,
I've seen a lot of other former players who are actual great players and champions who actually have done this that are questioning him too. And it's like, yeah, you got to show up, dude. Like I get.
And
the
well, you know what's
pressure's
crazy,
there, but
Joe?
you got to show up.
When you saying all this stuff, it makes me think, what did LeBron do during all that stuff with the media was trying to talk about him during playoff mode? He blacked out. He did the blackout on Instagram. I'm out.
Stayed off his phone.
I think people, they need to get back in. Yeah, I mean, you got Dennis Schroeder right after Game 7 posting, or I think it was Game 6 posting, with his girlfriend doing TikToks and stuff.
Well, Humble, he's a vlog. He posts every game.
I'm not hating on the guy, but I'm just saying this
No,
is
no, I get
the.
what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'm just
Lock in.
saying he's got to lock in. They got to really want it. LeBron didn't care about anything on social media because he knew how much it meant for him and his legacy.
You can't read that stuff.
You can't read that
And
stuff. You can't buy into none of that right now.
You were thinking the same thing I was thinking. 'Cause I'm wondering that. I'm like, I think Donovan's reading too much of the.
He is.
And he just seems like he's too in his head. I think he looks like he's just overthinking. Because when a superstar that his caliber, what his skill set isn't being aggressive, it's a lot of times because they're overthinking. They don't know how. Like, remember Ant-Man? I think it was last year, 2 years ago. He had 2 years ago. He had to reach out to Michael Jordan on how to break a double team, and he said he was too caught. He had a lot of off the court stuff going on too, but he was too in his head, And I think Donovan just seems like he's too in his head right now. Like he knows what's at stake here and what it is and everything. And I think he's just a little too in his head right now because something, like I said, something just seems off.
He better snap out of it because people already they're gonna kill us. And they're gonna get him. There's gonna be so many nasty talks about Donovan, man. He better snap out and fast.
And that's where Kenny Atkinson, you need to have a little bit of a hard ass as a leader, in my opinion, because there ain't nobody making TikToks in certain other places with some of their coaches. Their coach, but
the
what
coach
the hell
got it.
You think guys are doing TikToks in Miami if Pat Riley walked in that locker room? Pat Riley would have took that phone and threw it in the damn ocean.
Well, and that's why I kind of wanted you remember you were mentioning at the beginning of the year Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
He slows down the pace. He's hard on his guys. I mean, I don't know.
And Tibbs did that for Doc Rivers the year Boston won the championship in 2008. He was the top assistant, but he was the guy. Doc Rivers used to let him run practices, and Thibodeau he didn't play. He used to get into it, dudes.
That and look at how Brunson has ended out. Brunson looks really good, man. Looks really good.
Hey, Bruce said it is on the players to do an organization. The Cavs organization did everything they could, everything that they should do.
Yeah, they set it up perfectly for these guys. They gave them everything they wanted and more.
Wiley said we don't need LeBron.
And that's why I say all the time, Donovan Mitchell needs to remember, hey, yes, they had LeBron, but the Cavs as an organization have won something. You have not won anything. So,
He said, Joseph, that Donna Kant is not a superstar.
Well, I said that earlier. A superstar to me is like a top 5 player in the league. Like my standards for superstar are maybe a little higher than others.
Yeah,
I think he's a great player. I think he's a top 10, 15 player. I think he's a star, no doubt about it. But yeah, I got you.
He said the Cavs lose the series. I'm taking the gloves off. I can't. Hey, go ahead, go Bruce. I'm gonna let you have it, man. I won't have no pushback. Donna can't handle hard coaches. He wants soft coach like Kenny.
Well,
hey,
sometimes you gotta pick and
JB
choose.
was man. I ain't gonna bring JB up, man. JB the opposition. We gotta.
I'll tell you what they need. I'll say the name, but let's hope we don't get to that point. But I got somebody for you.
Well, I hope we don't get to that point. I hope we.
I'm not gonna speak it into existence because
don't do that yet, Joe. Yeah,
I'm still hopeful. All right, I want to turn on my phone tomorrow night at the gym and see them kicking ass. You know what I mean? And win.
Yes,
Donovan's got 25 at the half, and that's what I'd be thrilled.
My question is, even if we get through Detroit, whether we get through Detroit, we get to the conference finals. If we get to the conference finals, right? Let's just think about that first. Do you fire Kenny?
What do you mean? Fire him when we get there?
Well, after we get, if we lose in the conference finals, I guess that's the better way to ask. Do you still fire him?
I'll go. I mean, depends how they lose. I would say it depends how there's a lot because it's more than just result for me. Like wins or loss. Like when I evaluate a coach, I'm looking at everything internally and on off the court too. Like what's going on in the locker room, how's the team responding, So it kind of depends how they would lose and kind of where things are. Like did the team not give up, and did the team fight back, and did the team give it all they had? They just couldn't. They just came up a little short. Maybe that's a little different conversation. Not saying I still wouldn't consider it, but it just depends the how for me.
I get there. I get it. Now, do you fire him if we lose against the Pistons?
It
Yes.
depends. Oh, the Pistons,
Pistons automatic firing. Yeah, you can't. That's That looks. They have to as an organization.
We seen coaches get fired for less.
Right, and you just lost to the guy they replaced. They thought that they picked you to be, and if they lose this series the way that I think they could lose this series, which I hope they don't, then you have to fire them because they're actually worse since they hired this guy, and the guy that they fired just beat them and exploited a lot of weaknesses that they did not improve on. So
I think Joseph right about that. Yeah.
If he loses this series, he's out of here. See you later.
No, I get that.
This is the one series they can't lose. What's that?
It'd be unfortunate to see him walk so soon. No.
Well, I mean, but here it's a results business. That's why they pay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And the Cavs don't have a lot of time. They're on a time. They have guys that are still young relatively, but they're on the clock's ticking. Like you always got to keep it moving. And the GM, they have to always keep it moving because their jobs are on the line too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to think the Cavs have the highest payroll. You can't lose, and you can't lose to JB, a coach you replace with Kenny Atkinson. So it's like a must-win series, pretty much. No, sir. And then if you lose 4-1, he's definitely.
Yeah, and I think if they lose in general, he should be fired. But if they do lose, I don't think Kobe Altman's going anywhere. But I do think if they lose this series, I think Dan Gilbert's going to hire a certain type of coach, where it won't be as collaborative with the front office in terms of like game planning and analytics. And I think he's going to look for a guy that's just a CEO, because I don't think Kenny just doesn't strike me like that right now. That he's that kind of guy.
I got a cool. So let's say I don't even want to speak like this, man. But let's say jobs is somebody lose their job. Would you do you think you bring Tibbs? I know you was vocal on him before.
As the head coach?
Yeah, I want to know.
Well, I was gonna say the name. If I had my choice,
well,
not Tibbs. Tibbs wasn't my choice.
Okay.
I got a name. I don't know. Do you want me to say it or should I just wait? But
can I?
I want you to wait.
Joe,
I want you to wait.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Joe. Let me say this before you think about it. Well, you remember if LeBron, you think if LeBron ends up retiring, this season, and this is just all speculation at the end of the day. Say LeBron retires, and it's just out of nowhere because people are saying he's gonna do that. He does that. Okay, we'll go on with that narrative and that story, right? Take you through that what if. What if he comes to the Cavs and becomes a head coach, Joe? Now listen to this. You remember Bill Russell? He was a player and head coach, 1956 to 1969. Let's say LeBron is our head coach and he plays a little bit of basketball for us a little bit. What thoughts on that? Floor is all yours, brother.
Oh, LeBron already said he'd never be a coach. He don't have the patience. So I think LeBron's he's either gonna retire or he's gonna, I thought you asked me 3 months ago. I would say, it seemed like he was leaning towards coming back. I still think he may come back. I still think it's definitely open. I think it's an option, but it's all going to come down to, is LA willing to pay him what he wants? I don't know if they're going to do that. We'll see how their season ends. Their superstar right now, there's a lot of questions around him too, like availability and just, Ric Flair called him out last night. You don't want, if Flair's calling you out, that's a problem. Yeah, that's an issue in itself. But
Nice.
I think they got to make some decisions out in LA where they're going to be heading at. But I think if LeBron, I think I still want to say he's going to play next year because I was always told next year was the last year. And I think that's what it's going to be. Now, if he comes here, though, the name that I have would check all the boxes. Somebody that LeBron likes. I think would be the CEO guy, no doubt about it. Developer, culture setter, a little bit of a hard ass.
Damari Carroll.
This guy.
Yeah. Big Flash, Damari Carroll. And he's also actually somebody that JJ Redick has learned from about offensive, like the modern offenses and being innovative and stuff too. So, yeah.
Shout out to Damari Carroll though.
Well, let's that for the if the season ends, but
yeah, we might not even get to that point, but
yeah, I'm not looking for that point. But yeah, if it happens, then yeah, I would love for you to share the person you have interest, of course.
You know me, I'm already doing my background research,
Yeah, Joe's working, He already working.
But I hope not. But here, Donovan could change it all tomorrow night. He can go out there tomorrow night and, like, if anybody, this is the last shot to be the guy, it's him. This is it. Like, you gotta go, because if he goes out, like I said, and he flops this playoffs and doesn't show up in this scenario with this East wide open like that, and they've done everything, they went out and got James Harden for him and everything. If he don't deliver now, teams are not going to view him as a guy worth. He's not going to get the money he wants. And teams aren't going to view him as the number one option anymore. They're going to say he's a high level Robin.
Well, I mean, where does even James Harden go if he doesn't re-sign with Cleveland, right? I mean, where does he go? It doesn't look. I don't know. He doesn't go back to the West.
He better not go to Atlanta or Houston. I can tell you that. You think he looked tired last night?
I think I think we put him in that situation where it's like, we know you can score 20 points per night. All right. I'm actually, to be honest with you, Joe, I actually wanted Harden to keep taking those shots because he wasn't as aggressive when he was in LA versus the Nuggets. What did he finish with, like 7 shots, or was that with the Sixers?
Oh.
In Game 7. He only put up like 7 shots. I'm actually more happy with him putting up more shots rather than him putting up any shots. That's just how I looked at it.
If he just cuts down the turnovers and remember, I thought in Game 7 he was a lot more energetic defensively. Got his hand in the passing lane a couple times, stole the if he cuts down the turnovers and gives a little more effort defensively sometimes, I think he's fine. He's not the biggest issue to me. I think I point the finger back to the guy who is supposed to deliver. And yeah.
I mean, Harden almost with a triple-double last night. I mean, at this age,
he is who he is now.
For sure.
Like, we knew we were getting when we traded for him. Like, he's 36. We know who he is. We know what he used to be. We know what he's capable of still doing. He is who he is. James is exactly who he is. But we didn't trade for him though to be the franchise player. That's not what we traded for him for. We traded for him to be a Robin to help the guy that's supposed to be Batman, but he ain't delivering like Batman so far.
Well, I just got a message from DFJ saying it was the buzzer beater that DG put up against Detroit. He said, "Do you miss this guy yet?" Thoughts on that?
I'm gonna say no. That's my thoughts.
No,
that's nice. That's regular season though, but that's nice.
No, I got you. I got you a little bit.
Last time I saw Darius in the postseason, all he did was fix his hair, and
he was sitting on that bench a little bit,
and sitting on the bench laughing. They were down by
he
like
didn't
almost
do
40.
Anything, man. He had one little moment. Keep saying, "Oh, wait till DG get healthy," but that's all that is. I love DG though.
Well, I will say I'll stick to this. I think the Clippers will trade him eventually. I just think they're a horrible organization to be traded to or even be drafted to. They're just horrible people. Just horrible people. But I will say this, that the team he's surrounded by right now, if Kawhi shows up like how he did like this regular season, I think that they got a nice team next year. I really do.
They're not winning nothing, man.
They're not winning anything, but I think they got a nice, decent squad.
I
I'll tell you
think they
that.
need to move on. I think they need to move on.
I mean, they don't got
we all drank that Kool-Aid with them in 19. Back when they made those trades, I was like, man, they got a chance to be like a dynastic team with the way they were set up, with the depth, and it's just been an absolute flop since. I mean, you want to talk about one of the biggest disappointments in NBA history. Look no further than that experiment.
And all they're gonna do is blame Tyler. So it's the same thing every year, honestly. So they just move on. They already got like younger pieces. Just get younger and just build around DG and them guys and Benedict and all them guys. So you got a little team over there.
I'm happy for those two guys to get a fresh start with Matthews and Garland. I think I'm happy for them, really.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Garland gonna lead them to no championship, but yeah, it's a first start definitely for Garland. I know he's more happy he get to have.
Well, he's in that sunlight. He can take that in.
Yeah, he's in the sunlight.
Yeah, we'll just sell it how it is. He's got the better weather.
It's cool.
It's cool. But when traffic comes, don't come calling for Cleveland.
Hey, he better be going running those sand hills out there, getting his calves stronger, getting his body stronger, like Garnett used to go out there and run. That's what he needs to do.
Oh yeah,
work on his availability.
Gotta give him some oldies.
I will say one thing that I think Donovan Mitchell and Harden, they might resemble each other a little too much. They don't. If you look at it from a perspective, they don't have too many tattoos. They don't have any tattoos. They've never been to the finals. I think it's actually a match made in heaven because these guys are gonna, it's it's Dumb and Dumber, but it's hot and hotter. I think that you got some really good players out there, and I think they'll figure it out in game 2. And I think Mobley is gonna have to turn it on because I've been hard on him. But I think Strus, the one we haven't even been talking about, Strus had a phenomenal night. Phenomenal night. I loved what I saw from him last night. He looked amazing.
I think too with the backcourt, one thing I thought about. Remember LeBron's first year in Miami with Wade and LeBron. Remember they had to have that conversation after the season about whose team it is.
Whose team it is.
I feel like Donovan is kind of deflecting. I think he's a little bit too in his head, and I think he's kind of deflecting the James out of respect because he has a lot. We all know what James was and still is. He's not at the same level, but he's still a hell of a player. And I think that's why that's all I'm getting at today. Donovan needs to just be like he needs to just take over it's my team, and I'm going to show you why, and I'm going to deliver and show you why they said I am who I say I am, and I am a franchise leader. But I feel like he's just too in his head. He's just deflective right now.
Well, know what?
Like the series, like the Pacers series. I mean, even though he lost, but just go out there and just take over. Just do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and I didn't kill him for that because I thought he played great considering they just didn't have somebody else to take the ball handling duties. And I thought, Kenny should have played certain people more.
Right.
Yeah, I want to see that guy. Where's game 2 Donovan at? I want to see that game 2 tomorrow night. Same part, same semifinals again. Like I need to see game 2, and you're healthy this year too. Last year he was doing that on one leg,
and looking better than how he looked right now.
Yeah, he looks bigger. He looks stronger. He looks
right.
He's been healthier all year. He looks good. His conditioning looks better. But he needs to just go out and do it. I need to see that. I need to see game 2 guy from last year.
Yeah. And my biggest thing, I got a message this morning that I don't know how it ended up happening. Long story short, we were going back and forth on the comment section, and we actually became friends, believe it or not. Yeah. He followed me, I followed him, and first thing he texted me was, how'd you guys let Tobias Harris drop 20 on you? And to that, I couldn't even text him back. I kind of had to walk outside, get a little air, and just I'll come back to it later type of thing. But I think these guys, I think we stopped the stars that I really knew that we could. We stopped Jalen Duren. I mean, mind you, he got those great buckets towards the end, which that wins playoff games. But I think we locked him up for the most part, which I was very impressed with. And also Cade Cunningham. I know that he ended up getting his 20 or whatever, but he wasn't as effective in the game as much as I thought he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna, have the ball more than anybody, but it was more team ball out there than anything. And I guess that kind of surprised me, believe it or not.
And that's what frustrated me about last night's game. It was not that they lost. It was just like, the Pistons, I thought early on in the game, I was like, man, if they could really just take this game over, just blow them out. The Cavs could just say, well, we're a little fatigued, game one, whatever. But the Pistons let them hang around, and the Cavs fought back, and James set it up perfectly, and Donovan just didn't take it all the way home like he should have.
Yeah. I mean that's a guy like we say all the time. He plays hero ball a little too much, and Harden was 1 for 7 for three. I mean,
keep
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you got to see the rim a little bit bigger, man. I don't know what Curry sees out there, but maybe call up Curry, get a FaceTime up with Curry. I mean, he's not in the playoffs right now. See what he's seeing. He's Ohio native. See what he got to say about this thing. But yeah, it's a little embarrassing when you got really no one besides Max Strus on our bench really performing for us, in my opinion. Like I said, Strus with 19, he played out of his mind, and I think that if we're gonna win the series, we need Strus to step up like how he did, and he has to continue to play like that. I mean, he hit 4 threes. I know he missed a. There was a couple shots that I really wanted him to go in. It was gonna be a what do they call it, a heat check. But man, that guy, I want him to keep having the ball, man. Because I know he can get shots off, and like you said, we waited for Strus to get back all year, man. So it's cool to have him out there in the lineup, and I'd really like our bigs to perform, man. I mean, Allen played like crap last night, man. I don't know what we got to get him Powerade, man. We gotta. I don't know why they're playing. I know he's limited to the minutes and all that stuff, but it's like I want him to be out there more, man. Kobe would have been out there with one leg, man. I know you're hurting, man, but it's either you want to win for us or you ultimately don't care, man. That's how I look at it.
I think a guy Kenny Atkinson should consider putting out there tomorrow night, maybe in the second quarter, just see what it looks like. Is Craig Porter.
CP.
I like what I saw from him in the postseason so far in his career. It hasn't been a lot, but I mean, he defensively is pretty good.
He's been here before.
Another ball handler. He just plays really smart basketball. You can tell he went to Wichita and played really good team ball, could shoot. I'm not saying playing heavy minutes and all this, but I'm saying that's a guy I think maybe he could be a guy to go out there and he gives you defense, ball handling, and
throw Mobley at the 5. Play it smaller.
And I would put him out there with James.
Yeah.
And see what you get.
Yeah. Yeah, because Allen, he looks like a former shell of himself, man. It hurts seeing him. So because he's on and off.
Because I think Dennis, I want Dennis more because when you split Harden and Mitchell throughout the game, I want Dennis more with Mitchell. But when Harden's out there, he needs another ball handler, I think, next to him, and somebody that can still give him defense.
Right.
And Sam Merrill's not a ball handler. No. And Keon Ellis, that's not his MO. I think you should play Craig Porter maybe a little more in the second quarter of the games or third quarter. I would put him out there with Harden.
Well, I liked Harden out there with Schroeder too a little bit. I liked what I saw from there, but I get where you're coming from with the Porter. I mean, when are we going to see him? I mean, Craig, like you said, we've had Craig Porter out there against the Boston series when Darius Garland wasn't available for us.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I look at it from that angle.
Then I could take James off the ball a little bit, give him a breather, but also I could run more. I mean, this is where Kenny's got to be a coach. I want to run more, offensive sets where guys are coming off the ball, coming off screens and getting the ball, on the side. We go into a side pick and roll off of that, or get more creative with your offense rather than just bring up the court, get the ball at the top, and just go one-on-one. Like, you're gonna wear yourself out.
Yeah. And I think the bigs know that they got to step up too. I think Mobley's due for a big game, man. Like you said, there hasn't been a game where it's besides Allen that has been like, oh yeah, this has been a dominant performance.
Yeah.
We need that, man. We really do.
Go Cavs. That's all I got.
And I'm not gonna lie, I think Dean Wade, if he might be able to get a shoe deal if he's lucky. I think a couple guys are fortunate enough to have shoe deals.
John Deere.
Why not get him out there, man?
He can get one with John Deere with his tractor. But
what's your thoughts on that, Toon? Would you wear a Dean Wade shoe? Coming to you live at $125.
Maybe you gotta lower the price a little bit.
Okay.
Are they good for like all weather conditions, like in the mud and
steel
toe?
Snow.
Steel toe.
Yeah, it has some benefits to it, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean it's gotta be, it's gotta fit what he really is, a farmer. So, well, he also went on maternity leave too. So,
yeah. Shout out to Dean Wade, man.
Shout out to Diener. Yeah,
he did. Shout out to Dean Wade. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but the Craig Porter, I don't know, but I mean, we need to help Harden, with the ball handling duties, release some stress for him. But gotta protect the ball, man.
Yeah, and it's like in football, like if you're a defensive line coach, you actually don't want your top pass rushers to play 75% of the snaps because that means your depth behind them is not very good. And what's going to happen is, if you had a guy, let's say, that gets 14 sacks in a season, but he played 75% of the snaps, if you had a guy that can rotate in there, just take a little, so he can get a little, take some stress off him a little bit. Now, if he's playing 60% of the snaps or 50%, that 14 sacks is probably going to go up to at least 16 or 17. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how, if I'm Kenny, that's with the ball handling, it's kind of similar. That's how you have to kind of dial it throughout a game. Because ultimately, if it's a close game, you want the guys to be most effective when it matters most. So, and fresh as possible.
No, I agree. And I've told Toon this, like, our power level is way, way stronger than the Pistons. I mean, Toon, you can't argue that. I mean,
what is it? Was it 20,000?
It's around there. I mean, it's impressive to say the least.
Is it breaking scouters?
I mean, I wouldn't say that yet. I mean, but with the aura being presented when you got Harden out there, I mean, it could break scouters, right? It depends on the day.
Yeah, we need both our guys. Donovan at the same time. Yeah, it could.
I agree.
We need a fusion.
No, I think it would be nice to have a fusion if we could allow that in the NBA. If Harden and Mitchell could come together and they could become one player, and we'll throw Dean Wade back out there and we'll make it even, and but we'll allow that. Jalen Duren and Kane Cunningham can turn into one player. I would allow that. Make that. Man, I'll stamp that in the NBA league, man.
So we got predictions for tomorrow night or what?
I actually do. I do, Joe. I'm glad you asked me that.
Go ahead.
I think that Max Strus, with the way that he's playing, I mean, he's been out of his mind. If he comes out there with a headband, I think he gives you another 20 points.
If he comes out there with a headband, I want to see him headbutt somebody.
Exactly. Get aggressive. Don't be what I was gonna say too, Dennis Schroeder. Don't talk to the refs, man. We know you like to be chippy. We get that. Don't be too Pat Beverly for us, man. We don't want technical fouls, man. I think we got 2 technical fouls last night, right? James Harden and Dennis Schroeder?
Oh, the double
I don't
tag.
mind the text.
Well, I do. It's because
Shit, give me
we're
5
already
more.
we're already closing out and making it a close game, and then you screw it up with a stupid mistake with the tech. It's just like, dude, bite your tongue. You know what I mean? Play the game. We know that you want to say something. Say it after the post interview. They're already going to give you 1,000 questions. You know what I mean? I don't know. These guys are making so much money, man. The margin for error isn't ever like the inches that these guys make. Shout out every given Sunday speech, but it's in every inch that they take, man. They can't make these little errors, man. You look at Dellavedova. That guy was jumping for loose balls, man, throwing the ball back in bound. I mean, I need someone like that. You know what I mean? I
Effort.
I need guys to before they draft NBA players to look at the rafters and be like, hey, do you think you could be like a Verjao, a guy who showed up every night? You know what I mean? I know I don't think Verjao's numbers retired, but I'm saying something like that. Like these guys, they gotta remember what it means to be a Cavalier, man. But I think that the Cavs are gonna win, Joe. And I'm glad you asked. I think that the Evan Mobley's gonna have a beautiful game, and Donovan Mitchell, he's still gonna be off, but I think Harden and Mobley are gonna figure it out, and Strus is gonna be the X factor, and he's gonna come give the Cavaliers some big buckets. Thank you.
You want me to
Yeah,
go too?
go ahead, Joe. Because we're about to close out.
What was your score, Humble? Did you give a score prediction?
No, I'm not really big on the numbers as of lately, but you know, if I'm thinking about it from a fan's perspective, we did the hundreds. You know, I say Cavs come out, shout out LeBron. I think maybe 123 to 124. Cavaliers win 124.
All right. Because last night was 111 to 101. I'm gonna say the Cavs win 109 to 108.
Close game.
Yeah, I think they hit a game winner and win it.
That's what I'm thinking too, bro.
Close game. Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be a putback by Allen.
Something like that, or maybe Donovan just hits the shot.
That'd be nice.
I'm gonna say that, or I agree. I'm gonna think it's gonna be that, or somebody tips the ball back in and they win on the buzzer.
I would love Donovan a putback from Allen. I'll take one of those.
I think we need a putback this playoffs. I think it's a nice putback. It'd be nice to have something like that.
Maybe a Mobley left-handed slam.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Which he
2 seconds left. Pistons throw up a half court. It's off.
Oh yeah, left hand poster.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say the Cavs get vengeance from last. They flipped the script from game 2 of last year against the Pacers. They're the ones on the other side now at the buzzer.
That'd be really nice. That'd be nice.
You got Thomas Bryant on our team.
There you go, a little magic.
Hey, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think Cavs win. We win. We gotta still win on the road in order to win the series because I don't want to go back to Detroit. So we gotta win because I had the Cavs in 6. So we have to win on we have to win on the floor. They know we gonna win at home because we don't have home court. But we have to win a game. I think game 2 is the game we win.
I think a lot of these guys that they're bringing out for the Cavs, like before the intro before they start, like I'll bring out some of these guys, man. Bring Myles Garrett out. Bring a Todd Monken out. Bring a Stipe Miocic. You know what I mean? Bring someone that the crowd's gonna go crazy for, man.
Bring Anderson Varejao out.
Bring Andy. You know what I mean? Bring a Deli out there. Bring J.R. Smith.
Bring
right?
J.R. out there. Yeah.
Bring J.R.
Shout out J.R. J.R. said we have the recipe to win, so we just gotta do it.
Bro, bring Shador. You know how crazy the crowd would be if they brought Shador, Joe?
They should let Todd Monken get the pregame speech.
Those kids would be going crazy.
Bring out somebody.
They got it. They can't be bringing out Joe Hayden, man. You know what I mean? I mean, this guy signed with the Steelers. I think we got to be more selective with some of these guys, man.
They can't bring out everybody.
No, you can't, bro. But you know,
look, Yeah, as I'm about to close out, man. Look, like you said, humble. Either we heal as a team or we're gonna crumble.
Yeah, bro. Seriously.
Hey, any given Sunday, man, that's how we gotta look at it. We gotta look at the guy next to you, man. And we're gonna see a guy ready to go that inch with you, man. So we
That's a
gotta
little
sacrifice.
emotional.
Yeah, I wanted to. I had that sound drop too, but yeah.
Well, you know what's crazy? What Joe said before you close. He said, well, it would be nice if we heard what was happening during that halftime speech versus Game 7, because I mean that's what we need right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a chair thrown or something like.
I think we had guys like Sam Merrill and Jarrett Allen. That was,
You think Sam Merrill was taking charge?
No, he was. I seen a report. Sam Merrill was had said something too. I forgot. I don't know. It was at halftime, but he was really vocal with Jarrett Allen.
Wow.
So I think Sam Merrill was one of the guys. If I'm not mistaken, he was one of the guys that was speaking.
Sam Merrill could be a nice head coach down the line. He really might be able to.
See, somebody needs to just go in there and just light it up at halftime. I mean, I need Thomas Bryant to rip out every urinal in that bathroom. Just flood out.
He's that guy though. I don't know if he's that guy, Joe.
Who's somebody? I don't care who it is. Or somebody take a bat and just start hitting all the hit the board and just start going crazy.
Like LeBron when he got mad at JR, just punched something, broke his hand.
Yeah, I need somebody.
We need an alpha out there. We need an alpha.
I need somebody to go berserk.
I get that.
And just fire them up. Whatever happened in Game 7, though, they can do that every time.
Yeah, we need something, man. We need something. But no need to panic, man. Anything else, fellas?
No, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, and share to my guy, Tune In Sports and Cavaliers Talk. Go subscribe to Humble's channel as well at HumbleMan MMA. Big UFC card this weekend, so make sure you subscribe to him and come subscribe to my channel as well at josephlamtman over at The Real. And I'll be breaking down some more Browns news here soon. We got camp coming up, mini camp, rookie camp, and all that. So I'm sure the professional fan Mike will be on it as well. And I'll be reacting to the Cavs as well. So make sure you don't go anywhere and subscribe to all of our channels. And appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. Peace.
Absolutely. I gotta get humble. I gotta get humble. Humble. I gotta get your band up here too, man. But got the humble too. HumbleMan MMA as well, man. But y'all heard the guys, man. Y'all heard them. Where my button at? You heard Joseph.
And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cold said so.
Man, shout out to them, man. But yeah, that's all, man. We've been on for a minute, man. But everybody that was tuning in live and be tuning in on the playback, man. Just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Man, yeah. Let them know though, man. Hopefully we able to pull this one out, man. Tomorrow. But appreciate y'all. James Harden, I need you to take care of that ball, man. But let them know. Go Cavs.
Get ready for the Cleveland Cavaliers! Introducing CLEchay!
Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back, and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back, and I'm reppin' the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. I got my throwback Harden in my Mitchell jerseys, and the shades on my face is official Sherby. Sweet Tim's on the feet, complete the retro swag. Come and get up out your seats and scream, let's go Cavs. The game started. Step back, 3-point shot from James Harden. Traded for Garland, that's a straight bargain. The Flames lit they label James a straight arson. He hit the main target like Merrill in the corner. Kick it to the kid, if you not there, then you's a goner. Mitch is on a mission, ain't no fair in this persona. Champagne tastes great when you wearing this aroma. We trying to get a ring like a chick went on a date. We sticking to the dream, it's a big one on the way. Tyson got a green beam, know he making this. Devin Mobley is the bee's knees, elbows facing wrist. Patient with the ball, he letting shoulder go to work. Then he roll it to the goal and then he know to go berserk. Got the hoop, alley-oop, he just threw the hammer down. Like he worked in construction, watching you just stand around. Let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm repping the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm repping the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. I got my throwback Harden in my Mitchell jerseys, in the shades on my face is official shirt. These sweet Timbs on the feet complete the retro swag. I'ma get up out your seats and scream, let's go Cavs. Got Kenny on the bench, he cooking up the place. Switching it to zone, he shook it up today. Going for the throne, we looking up the grades. Trying to be the best team, not just good enough to place. Couldn't pump the brakes, space of play is hard to handle. Stu suit so much flame, it sparked the candle. D-Mitch been so sick, he crossed his sandals. Opposition bit that so quick, they lost the enamel. Now y'all's examples, now you see what Kobe Altman did. No, we holding trophy golden, so we all can split. Wait is open, I'm for sure it's gonna be falling in a swift, quick strip from Ellison. It's our ball again. We ball to win, you know Allen rock the shock absorbers. A scary glance at Larry Nance and stop your power forwards. Tom is trying to grab the board and then kick out the porter. Thomas Bryant there to let them know when they get out of order. Let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm repping the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them know, we the best in the globe. I got my city on my back and I'm repping the O. So let them know that the Cavs by the blow. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go. Hey, let them. Hey, let them. Hey, let them. This the Cavaliers show, it's the big one to go.